Hello, my lovely Aries. I am Jessica from Willow Vine's Intuitive Vibes, and I am here to do your August 2020 love reading, or within a month's time of when you view this. Keep in mind these are general readings. They will not apply to every single one of you. I wish I could do that, but I can't. If you'd like me to pick up on your personal energy, please email me. My email is in the box below. I'll gladly give you all the information you need on personals. It's on the community tab as well as my website, and don't forget to check me out on Patreon. This reading will be extended over there. Over here, we're going to cover mutual energy, so what's going on between the two of you, or why we're even having this reading, basically. This is your thought. This is your side, their side, but it could be flip-flop, vice versa. Just take it where it fits, if it fits at all. So thoughts, feelings, and hopes. These are some extra cards, and this is the overall energy, the theme, I guess you could say. So on Patreon, we're going to cover obstacles and blocks, actions, outcomes, external factors, advice, and possibly what they want to say to you or what you want to say to them, depending on whether or not I'm talking to you, Aries, or a cross-watcher, and any additional information if I see fit, depending on the energy that comes out. I do have openings for personals, so feel free to hit me up for that. I am wide open at the moment. I got caught up with all that while I was taking a break from readings. I had a lot going on last week, so to those of you who have stuck with me patiently, I really appreciate it. As you know, I posted on the community tab about the pedophile who was talking to my daughter online, that really ticked me off, and that's a whole other world of emotions. And then my son had told me some personal things that have me really worried about him, so I didn't want my energy to interfere with your readings. So if you stuck with me and were patient, thank you so much for your love and support. I hope that you have subscribed and you do like these videos. It helps me out tremendously, more than you know, and donations are always welcome. Financial issues I feel like it's been an issue for a lot of people, especially during COVID, if you're in the United States anyways, or in a country where it's, the pandemic's still going on. I feel like it's more of a US thing at the moment because politics and stuff, but let's not get into that. Anyway, so I feel like the only reason I mentioned politics in the United States is because this is an election year, basically. We're going to either re-elect Trump as president or elect somebody else. And whenever there's an election year, there's always drama that surrounds it. They're trying to push him out of office, blah, blah, blah. I'm not going to get into it because I hate talking about politics, but I feel like I'm even saying just this little bit because I am either talking to somebody who is very political, or you're very involved in politics, or what's going on in the world or in the nation and the country right now, if you are in the US. And if you're not in the US, maybe you're following it and like, whoa, those people are twacked with everything going on. I feel like somebody's interested in that, or that's something that they share a lot or talk a lot about. And if that's not you, it could be the person you're connecting to or someone that you're dealing with. It could even be friends around you. But I feel like that might be something that's going on in your life or around you, and that's why it's popping up. Okay. I feel like a conversation, just so you know, I live on a main road. You're going to hear traffic. I turn my microphone down. I have nowhere else to read within this house at this time, so I'm making the best of it and trying to, make it so it's not as loud or obvious for you, but it's out there and I can't control it. So anyways, there's that, and I also use bad language. If you don't like it, there's a door. See you later, bye. But I feel like communication, there's a conversation that needs to be had, and I almost feel like with the whole political thing, even if that's something you're not interested in or talk about a lot, with politics, there's two sides. There could be three because independent, you've got Democrats, Republicans, and independents. But I kind of feel like there's a difference of opinion, like you are viewing this connection or this situation differently than the other person, than your person. I feel like some of you are involved in a sense with somebody. I feel like you're both single, but I kind of feel like there's someone in this situation who views you two as being together, but you're actually not together. Does that make sense? Like, it could be a living situation, whether you're living with an ex of yours or a friend or just a roommate or whatever, and that person might be viewing you in a romantic light. And this person, even though they consciously know that you two are not together, you guys have never had an agreement like that, they might act as though you are, trying to sit down and watch TV with you, trying to court you and participate in your life as though they are part of your life in a romantic capacity. And maybe that's because you had sex with them. You could have had like a few flings with them, or this is how you're feeling towards them. Take it where it fits. This is not the main story, but it is a message in here. So someone is viewing this connection as though you two are together, even though you're not. It's almost like when they talk about you guys, they say us and we, and when we move, when we do this. And I almost feel like you're going, we? What? There is no we. There is no us. So there's someone out there that's dealing with that situation. Just want to point that out. Because I do feel single energy here. But I almost feel like someone doesn't want to believe that you two are not together, but you are together. So it's kind of obsessed energy in a sense. So if you're dealing with that, I'm so sorry. That's going to suck. Trying to convince somebody that they're delusional, So your overall energy, we have Angel of Happiness. Happy, happy, joy, joy. Happy, happy, joy, joy. I feel like you're just living life right now. So it could be for some of you that this individual does make you very happy. You're happy with the status quo. You're happy with how things are going right now. I do feel like some of you are pursuing someone. I mean, it could be the other way around. They're pursuing you, but I feel like this person would make you very happy, and you see potential within this connection for whoever this person is to you. Old or new, could be an ex, but I feel new. I feel like this is somebody you haven't dated. There's potential here. For some of you, though, it could be the past, rearing this ugly head, or it already has, and they're the ones that are thinking that you two are together, a couple, and you're not. But I feel like there's something, you're giving something to that person, if that's the case, whether it's financial help, some support or advice. There's something that there's a reason why you're in this person's life, and it doesn't have to do with love and romance, but they're viewing it as though that's what it is. And they would just be happier than a pig in shit if you would, make it official kind of thing. So you're definitely not official, because I feel like they have a made up little fairy tale in their head, and reality is you're not with them. I just feel like you are happy right now, and you're doing a lot of things for yourself. I feel like you are getting closer and closer to attaining your goals. Some of you have already reached certain goals, and you're very proud of yourself. So it's like a pat on the back type moment going on for you. I just feel like you're in a very happy, emotional space and headspace for the most part. It's almost like you could take it or leave it when it comes to love. It's like if it comes in and everything's wonderful, I'll accept it. But I'm good on my own, so I'm not rushing the process is what I'm feeling, which is a beautiful energy to be in, so that's really great. All right, and then we have love is selfless, love as though your own heart is on the line. So I do feel like in that situation where someone thinks that you two are together even though you're not, it's because you have been very loving to this individual. You have been selfless. You're giving something to that person, whether it's advice, money, or whatever, a roof over their head, something like that. I feel like with your generosity, that's what's making them feel this connection with you, for those of you who are dealing with that situation. But I also feel like just with the whole take it or leave it kind of energy and love, I feel like you're waiting for someone who isn't going to be selfish, someone who can match you with selflessness. It's like when I give to you, you give to me, so you're willing to wait. Yellow light, use caution moving forward. There are unseen factors at play here. If you're dealing with the past, I feel like this is, urging you to take a deeper look into the situation. Like, why is this person back? Do they have an ulterior motive? What happened between the two of you back then, during the breakup, during your relationship, whatever, or what led to the breakup? Because I feel like there could be, history repeating itself. There was definitely infidelity between you and this past person. So it's like use caution because someone hasn't fully changed. If we're talking about the person who is viewing the two of you as being in a connection when you're actually not, there could be some mental instability going on there. I do feel obsessive energy, so just use caution because I feel like this person, they're not really, they're out of touch with reality, just a tidbit. And it's really hard to get through to this person or to people who are like that, who are very over the top and imaginative, because I feel like you're dealing with somebody who doesn't really live in reality. Or there's someone around you who's like that. I love you is easy to say, difficult to show, and only true if you have both, which is true. So I feel like you're noticing that about a past person, like, yeah, of course you can come back in and say you love me all you want, but what are you here for? Are you here for my money because I'm doing well? Or, what the hell's going wrong in your life to make you reappear in mine, kind of thing. I'm good without you. I've been good. I don't need drama and chaos and confusion brought into my world when I'm just having a good time and I'm being fun and free right now, like, don't put me in serious mode is what I'm feeling with this. I do feel like there are some of you out there who have said that you love someone even though you don't, just to get your way. Could be done to you. You could have done, some Aries could have done that, could be talking to a cross watcher. But I feel like it's just easier to pretend for someone because this person, like I said, if we're talking about this obsessed person who thinks you're together when you're not, is kind of, I almost feel like someone's viewing this situation as it's just easier to pretend and feed into it than it is to face it, because this person can kind of fly off the rocker a bit. I feel like you're just trying to avoid conflict at all costs for whoever that's for. These are some pretty screwed up situations, I'm just going to say. When it comes to new love, I feel like with yellow light and use caution, you're very cautious on moving forward. Even if you do have a lot of feelings for somebody, you want to do this the right way, because you don't want anyone or anything to disrupt this happy space that you have finally gotten to, So you're doing really well on your own. You don't want anyone to come in and fuck it up, basically. I think I said I use bad language. Post warning, I use bad language. If you don't like it, there's a door. See you later, bye. I cannot remember if I said that or not, so I just wanted to say it again, just in case you take offense. So we have number 32, beauty's truth. Beauty, physical pleasure, and sensuality. So there's a lot of passion and sexual energy going on here. I feel like for those of you who have not had sex in a while, you haven't had any intimate encounters with anyone, casually or otherwise, I feel like you're getting kind of sick of that, and you're very horny. I'm just going to say sexually you're peaking, but you're horny, or someone out there who's going to watch this, or someone you're dealing with, Aries, is extremely horny. So I almost feel like someone's going to say I love you just because they want to get off because they're sick and tired of, having to fuck themselves. It's like, okay, I want somebody else to fuck me. Like, I don't want to keep playing with myself. So I do feel that for somebody. I do feel like that would be more of a masculine energy, but there are some feminines out there that are feeling this way. It's like you just want that sensuality, you want that closeness. That is something that you do miss, even though you're happily single and doing your own thing and living life and things are going great. I do feel like you miss that intimate touch, and rightfully so. You're waiting for something to change in the sex department. If you're dealing with an ex, like I said, I do feel that there was infidelity with that person, and it's like you don't want to risk that happening again. I just heard STD, so that person, might have contracted something. So just use caution if you do, like, if you're sexually frustrated and an ex comes in and you're like, yeah, fuck it, I'll just, I've already experienced this. I know what to expect. I might as well just give them another go around, even if I don't want to commit, just having a good, fun, free time. Use protection, because I feel like some of you might get more than you bargained for in that department. So be logical, King of Swords. Use your head. Don't think with a little brain if you're a guy, basically, and if you're a female, just use your head. Don't be stupid when it comes to things like this, especially sexual encounters. because I feel like you're dealing with somebody. Some of you are dealing with somebody who's pretty promiscuous, so just be cautious because you might get more than you bargained for. Some of you might actually end up getting pregnant. Not all of you, that's a small message. But just use your head, be smart. Because I feel like if this were to happen, it would be like in a drunken moment. You know, you're just having a good time out with friends, doing whatever, and you're just like, and you have sex, and then you're like, damn it, why did I do that? And for some of you with this person, who thinks that you guys are dating and that you're together, having sex with that person, I feel like some of you have, some of you haven't, is going to just solidify that even more for them. So just err on the side of caution when it comes to that. So I feel like this is be smart about it and be honest. So there's some truth that needs to be spoken between you and this person, regardless of your situation. And if this isn't going on between you and this person, whoever you have your eyes on, they could be dealing with this situation. I mean, you could be dealing with some of those scenarios, one or all of them, outside of this connection. And that could be what is kind of blocking you two from coming together fully. And then we have when you cheat, you are only cheating yourself out of love, opportunities, and success. So yes, we do have a cheater here. And for some reason, I feel like some of you, your love interest is with somebody, or you think they are. So, or this person thinks you're with somebody. So the person who thinks that you two are together, in their head, basically, they have this whole relationship mapped out in their mind, and they're believing it. They might, if you're out casually dating or you interact with people, even if you don't have sex with them, this person is chalking you up to a cheater because they feel such a closeness to you. This is kind of creepy energy, to be honest. And this could be you. I could be talking to a cross watcher, but this person feels such a closeness to you, and they're really believing that you two are together, to the point that even if you hang out with a friend of the opposite sex or whatever, any potential suitor, they're gonna get mad at you because they think that you are cheating on them. I just want to point that out. But for others of you who are not dealing with someone who has this little made-up fantasy going on, I feel like there's someone in this situation who is actually in a commitment. They're either married or in a high-level commitment with somebody else, and they're knocking on your door. Some of you will follow through with this, whether you know that they're in a commitment or not. And I feel like for those of you who entertain this person, especially sexually, or go out with them, a lot of you didn't know that they were in another commitment. I do feel like that information is going to come out, and it might not come out in the best way, but I do feel like one of the reasons why it's going to come out is because either their spouse found out, their person found out, and they're going to message you and drag you into the drama and just kind of squash your little happy dream you got going on. Or the information is just going to come out. You're either going to find out on social media, or they are, depending on who's doing the cheating. Something's coming to light here, and it has to do with infidelity. And I feel like it's with your love interest. I mean, I could be talking to a cross watcher, but I'm just saying there's some truth bombs coming out, and it has to do with somebody who is sleeping around. And they have a family at home. So, your thoughts about this person. We have Four of Pentacles, greed. You think this person wants to have their cake and eat it too. I feel like there's a financial base here. So, some of my Aries are looking at this person like, you only want me because I'm successful and I have money. This would be for someone who pays for everything. So if you go out on a date, you pay for drinks, you pay for dinner. You're the one initiating things, and because you're initiating it, I do feel like you pay for things. So you're doing a lot for this person, but I feel like this person really isn't doing much for you, whether they're in another commitment or not. So this is kind of imbalanced. I feel the give or taker thing, and I do feel like this side, if this is you, Aries, I mean, because you could be over here, I do feel like whoever's over here is viewing this person as being kind of selfish, and I do feel like in order to sustain or get back to this happy place, you're questioning things like, is this worth it? Is this really the person for me? What this person thinks about you in this connection is the Seven of Pentacles, progress. I feel like this is the type of person that would constantly tell you, I need time. I don't know what I want right now. I'm not looking for love. I'm good on my own. I'm good with how things are going right now. You know, it's someone who procrastinates or pushes things off. And the reason why this person, for some of you, the reason why they're pushing it off is because they do have another commitment. They are with somebody else and they're biding their time because, you know, they want you and that individual. They still want their family life. So keep that in mind for some of you, because we do have cheating as the main energy, and there's a lot of sexual energy that is going to come to light. Some truth is going to be spoken, whether it's from this person or you say it to them or their spouse gets involved. I do feel like this person thinks about a romantic partnership with you, like things... like it would be easy to be with you. It would be comfortable. It's like a sense of complacency. There are happy times, good times. So it's not that they don't want to be with you, but I do feel like there's a blockage here of some kind. Can I get more on the Four of Pentacles for Aries thoughts, please? I feel like this person just continuously tells you, like, oh, things will change. Things will get better. Don't worry. Just give me time. We have the Three of Wands. You're always left waiting, wanting, yearning for this person. Like, when am I going to see you again? When can you be mine? When can we get this fucking thing moving along? Like, you know, I want my fairy tale. I want you to be committed to me. It's like, you can tell me you love me till you're blue in the face, and yeah, you pop in at night and we have great sex and you get what you want from me and then you fucking go. Because this is the, like, wait for me, baby, and then you're left over here waiting, and then you're thinking about this person being selfish, and all you want is just to have your, you know, your happily ever after. And it's just not happening with this person, for whoever this is for. Can I get more on the Seven of Pentacles? Progress, please. Because this is kind of like a mistress energy to me. Male, female, doesn't matter. I almost feel like some of you have waited, or feel like you've waited a long time for someone like this to enter your life. And now that they're here, you don't really want to let it go, but there's something off about the situation. You just can't put your finger on it. Like I said, there's unseen factors here. There's more to the situation than meets the eye. We have the Five of Pentacles. Yeah, there's some money issues. Someone's hiding their feelings. This is feeling left out. This person is more than likely staying in the situation that they're in, especially if they have another partner, if they're in a commitment for financial reasons, or they're staying around you because you're supporting them in some way, shape, or form. So if you are providing financial security for this person, they're biding their time and basically using you for your money and potentially paying you back with sexual favors. So like, if you pay the bills and you're taking care of them in a practical way, keeping a roof over their head, whatever, until they get on their feet, they're taking your money because they're lacking this, basically. So you're giving them what they're lacking and they're giving you what you're lacking, whether they're with somebody else or not. So for that scenario, you two are probably living together, or you're just, you know, paying this person's way, being generous with them, and they're paying you back with sexual favors. So it almost feels like a relationship, but it's not. It's greed based. And then for those of you where you're not supporting this person could have somebody else, and they know that if they leave that person, they'll have to pay child support or alimony, or it will just be a huge financial burden on them. So they're biding their time. They're probably trying to save their money, and they're, you know, just entertaining you in the only way that they can right now, which is sexually. That's what I feel. I feel like this person also knows that if they keep you waiting for too long, you're going to bail. because some truth is coming out. So how you feel about them in this situation is the Nine of Swords. We have anxiety here. Yeah, I feel like for some of you it keeps you up at night, but for the most part you just keep going over things in your mind, like, is this me? Is this them? Because this truth hasn't fully come out yet. I feel like it's coming out this month. So you're going to get the answers that you're looking for when it comes to this person, this situation. But in the meantime, you're kind of stressing about it. Whenever they're not around, whenever they leave you yearning and waiting, you're like, who are they with? What are they doing? Do they even want me? Do they like me? Like, why aren't you talking to me? So it's kind of like that. So they leave you with a lot of unanswered questions, and it stresses you out because you don't know where you're headed with this. You don't know if you're their only sexual partner. You don't know if they're ever going to get a job or be able to take care of themselves. And I feel like for those of you who are helping this person in a financial way for their own stability, it kind of puts stress on you because you got to take care of your own shit too. And it's like, if we were together and in a relationship, it would be different. I wouldn't feel so conflicted about helping you because I'm helping myself too. It's a partnership, but I feel like you feel like you're helping them get on their feet to leave. And that's not what you want. That's not the end goal. You know what I mean? So there's some worry about where this is headed. And then how they feel about you is the Five of Pentacles, poverty. And it did want to fly out reversed, but it was kind of up in the air, so I left it upright. So they're feeling a bit left out. I feel like this person fears that you'll cut ties with them, that you'll cut off their financial supply if you're helping them with that you have all the power, that you can, the ball's in your court, you can make the choice to stay or go. And if you go, they're definitely going to feel a sense of lack in some capacity because you're providing them with something. Can I get more on the Nine of Swords for how Aries feels about this person in this situation, please? I'm just not getting the best energy from this situation. You're being used. Heartbroken, deeply hurt, sad, separation, breakup, feeling lost, grieving, mourning. Yeah. So I feel like you know that you should leave this situation, that it's not really going to progress any further, especially if things stay the way that they are. But it hurts because there are feelings involved. I feel like this person just tells you that they love you, if at all, or they insinuate it, but you actually have feelings for them and they're just placating you because you're providing something for them. Yeah, I don't like that. Can I get more on the Five of Pentacles for how this person feels? I just see a lot of money here, and we have the Five of Pentacles twice in their emotions and on their mind. So this person is extremely stressed out and worried that you're going to take everything away from them or that they're going to lose everything. So whatever you're giving to this person, even if it's just sex or a good time or whatever, they lose that. They're stuck in their unhappy relationship because they have financial ties or burdens with this person. If you're financially taking care of them in some capacity and you leave, now they have no money, they have no home, they have no whatever you were giving to them. So it's going to put them in a very sticky situation. I feel like you know that, and you also don't want to hurt this person, but you don't want to be used anymore. So you both are feeling kind of stuck. Somebody definitely created a bit of a mess. And I feel like there's a sense of codependency on both sides, but mainly on this person's side. Like it's stronger for them because they're lacking something. They're feeling left out emotionally. Love, unconditional love, self-love, oneness, passion, affection, attraction. So there is some love here. But I feel like they use that as a weapon. Like, I don't know why I want to say that. Like, withholding love, that's kind of narcissistic. And it's kind of like a covert narcissist is what I'm getting here. Because I don't feel like this person is very grandiose or in your face. I don't feel like they're attention seeking or anything like that. I feel like they're kind of introverted. But this person would definitely use their love or your love as a weapon against you to keep you from leaving, to keep you hanging on. I feel like they're also keeping you, one of you or both of you, they're either, what was I going to say? Oh, you both are kind of keeping each other from finding love elsewhere. So this is a karmic cycle I feel is going on. It could be with an ex or just someone that you know you need to leave, but you feel like you can't, or one of you is in a partnership and there's a side piece here. It's something like that, but I feel like for the majority of you, this situation that you're in with this person, this person's a cock blocker. They're blocking your happiness. They're blocking you from finding true love because they feel like they would make you feel bad if you went out, if you met somebody else, if you went on a date. There'd be this passive aggressive bullshit with this person. So yeah, the reason why new love is not really coming in and you're sitting here in this stress and anxiety is because you literally have somebody around you that you thought was benefiting your life that's actually hindering you. This person is holding you back, and or you're holding them back. I feel like you're both holding each other back to an extent, and blocking out actual love for each other because you guys aren't in love. This is a sense of complacency. Whatever the hell this is stopping new love from coming in. So this is just a giant blockage. So your hopes in this situation is the Two of Pentacles, flexibility reversed. You want to drop it. You're hoping that a decision can be made and that you're no longer left waiting for this person, that they choose you, or that a choice is made, just period, so that you can move forward and find your happiness. So I feel like that's kind of what the truth bomb is like an ultimatum. Love me or leave me, you know? Like, what the hell's going on here? It's either you're in or you're out. You can't have all the benefits without me. So if you want to maintain the benefits that you're having, which is sex, money, whatever, then, you know, we need to be together. Otherwise, we're not getting anything. So I feel like you're hoping a final verdict is made because you don't want to juggle them, or you don't want them to continue to juggle you. You don't want to be used. You don't want to be the side piece. Rightfully so. And this person is hoping, the Page of Swords, inspection. They're watching you. I feel like they're hoping that you don't make a choice. They're hoping that you don't find out the behind the scenes, the stuff that you don't know, the unseen factors. They're hoping that you never find out that they're with somebody. And if you already know, they're hoping that you don't find out that they're not going to leave that person. So I feel like they're watching you to make sure that you maintain a sense of ignorance to the situation because they're pretty content with how things are going. They're getting what they want. So I feel like with the Page of Swords energy too, this is immature communication. I feel like they would come in and just tell you what you want to hear to maintain whatever's going on here. Can I get more on the Two of Pentacles reverse, please, for Aries? It's almost like this person is kind of like a little PI, a private investigator. They know things before you tell them. They don't always tell you that, but I feel like you've caught them a few times knowing shit that they shouldn't. And it's kind of like, well, are you watching me? Well, how do you know that? Why did you say that? Like, why would you say that? I don't know. I feel like it's raising some red flags, definitely with the Devil here. It could be dealing with Capricorn, but I feel like this is dropping this unhealthy situation, this toxic dynamic between the two of you. There's a lot of fear of not being chosen, or what could happen if you let this situation go, if you move on, because I do feel like you have a sense of love for this person, and I do feel like they care in a way about you, but it's definitely not matched. I feel like they act like they love you, like they care, like they're genuine, but they're really not. They're feeling kind of lost and broken, and you're filling some type of void within this person. It's very unhealthy. It's extremely codependent. I do feel like you are the mistress or the male equivalent to that, whatever it is for a guy. And you're really hoping that this changes between the two of you. But there's a fear of you not being part of their life anymore, which is why I feel heartbroken and anxiety is here. It's like you're stressing about them choosing everyone but you. and dropping you because they've definitely got you hooked in some capacity. Can I get more on the Page of Swords and Inspection, please, for Aries? Well, I didn't think that this would be like this. There's some truth and clarity. This is, it's telling you what you want to hear with the Nine of Cups. Yeah, it's like wish fulfillment. That's basically what this is all about. They're hoping that you don't find out what they're up to. They're hoping that they can just love bomb their way in, like that they can maintain whatever they have going on, that you'll believe them. Because they're trustworthy. Like, you can trust me. I'm always honest with you. I feel like they're always one step ahead of the game. And this is basically telling you what you want to hear. They're hoping that you continue to fall for their shit. Because they're perfectly content with how things are going. Basically, like, this person, like I said, they want it all. And you're giving them enough. You're giving them whatever their partner isn't giving them. And I feel like this has been going on for quite some time, to the point that this person is just, they're happy with it. They're like, well, even if you're a little miserable, I'm good, you know? But they're not happy either. It's like with narcissists, whether you're overt or covert, this person is like acting, these are like loving acts, you know, acts of kindness, expressing themselves, whatever, telling you what you want to hear, which is what I strongly feel here. Like, you can trust me. I do love you. I just need time. Like, I've got this going on, and once I clear that up, I can do this, whatever. But there's a void within them. They're never, they don't feel love. They don't know how to accept love, because they don't know what love is. This person has no idea what love is, but they know what people think it is, and people have told them, or they've researched what you do when you're in love, so they can basically put that show on and act like they're in love with you, or act like they're that perfect person, that perfect spouse, partner, whatever. But they're not. It's all a show. And they're hoping that you continue to believe it, basically. That's what their main... Can I get... Don't allow fear of the unknown to hold you back. Yesterday was once unknown to you, but now it's known to you today. Yeah, so fear of the unknown, which is over here with the Devil card. It's basically like you guys have been going round and round in this situation with this person for so long. It's a sense of complacency. You're comfortable. Even though it's uncomfortable, you're used to it. And it's like, if I don't have this, what do I have? So I feel like this person will just grasp at straws to keep you if you try to leave. If you try to find your happiness. So there's like an illusion of happiness in this situation, whether there's other people involved or not. And I feel like even if this person isn't dating somebody else and you're not the side piece, there are other people involved in this in some capacity. But I feel like it's just, you're so comfortable because it's what you know, that it's hard to let go. You don't, and I feel like with this hope, it's like you hope that you're not the one that they choose to let go of. And that's very, very unhealthy. And it's just because you don't know what to expect. Or they don't. I mean, because you could be over here. It all depends. But I feel like this is a vicious cycle dealing with a narcissist. It's like they're making your future scary, because it's like, oh, you don't know what to expect from this person, that person, what will happen if you don't have me. It's almost like planting this seed of doubt in your mind, so that they can keep you around for sexual pleasure, financial gain, whatever. This is not healthy at all. At all. But yeah, that's what I have for you. Please like, share, comment, subscribe, whether this resonated or not. Hit me up for a personal. My email is willowvines with an s1631@gmail.com. I'll gladly read for you, especially, if this hits home for you, you want more details. But if this isn't your story, we can pick up on your personal energy, outside of this. But liking and subscribing helps me tremendously. I welcome donations of any kind, because it takes a lot of time and energy and effort to put these readings out for you guys. So if you would like to donate, I have PayPal, Venmo, Cash App. It's all in the box below. Or just go over to Patreon, where we're going to cover obstacles and blocks, outcomes, actions, external factors, advice, things like that. So we'll really, I want to dive a little deeper into this information, or into this energy, to see, what they're really hiding, and why they're hanging on so tightly to you, especially if they have other options, why they're basically cock blocking you and not allowing new love, or love at all, to come into your life. Yeah, this is basically sex and money, and it has this little package of happiness. That's what's wrapped up in, but this isn't true happiness. True happiness comes from within, because I feel like with the Five of Pentacles and the Nine of Swords, with you being stressed out and heartbroken, and them pretending to love you and showing you this false affection, because they're quite empty inside emotionally. They're more materialistic than anything. I feel like there's more that you need to know so that you can get out of this. I was going to say something else, but it flew out of my head. The truth is going to be revealed, though. I feel like a lot of you deep down know this. It's all a facade. It's a facade. It's a big fucking show. But yeah, thank you so much for your love and support. Like I said, please like, share, comment, subscribe. The more you interact with me, the more I have time to pick up on your energy. I will talk to you soon, and come join me over on Patreon. Bye, guys.